passion for business is based around changing a life or fulfilling a dream, you can do that in many different ways. Your life, you may have always dreamt of a particular type of property, owning a farm or moving your family to the country, whatever that may be. We like to take part in bringing those dreams to reality. Been very passionate about saying that we're not growing a business, we are growing a family. And the people that have joined our team and grabbed hold of our program and started to really do well, it's been very fulfilling or rewarding, however you want to look at it, to watch the course of their life change from maybe working a job that just they weren't passionate about, they didn't love what they did. But to take that and then turn it into being able to provide and then be happy and pursue what you love, it's a whole new level. And to watch somebody gain that in their life there's nothing more rewarding than that. Our business revolves around 5 core values, and in order for you to be a part of our team, you have to exhibit these 5 values. It's the last test in our interview process. It's the ultimate guarantee that we have to the people that work with us. If you don't have these, then this may not be the place for you. And one that it's easy to see in someone so fast is you have to be driven. No one's going to call you in the morning to make sure you're up for work. No one's going to check on you to make sure that you've prospected this week, or you've been out generating new business or following up on your leads. Like, you have to be driven, and you have to go get the business yourself. You got to wake up hungry and want to do more and want more for your life. It's very important. And our number 1 core value is you must be driven. Another one that's really important is being adaptable. So in a real estate transaction, there is so many unforeseen things that happen that you have to adjust and overcome in order to finish the job. Tough things happen. For example, you have a seller agree to a deal with the buyer, and then once you have the contract written, they back out of it, and you have to find a way. You have to go to the seller, go to the buyer, whoever backed out, and explain what happened and figure out how to get it done. Maybe a seller told you something that wasn't true, and now you've got yourself in a pickle. It feels like, trying to get things done, or a appraisal doesn't come back on time, and you have to readjust the closing times and dates and schedule that with the closing companies and banks. Like, there's so many things that can happen, and you have to have that personality or the ability to kind of roll with the punches and make changes on the fly. And it keeps on changing. There's a time in the business where I thought, I'm going to see everything there is to be seen in real estate, and when it happens, I'm going to know what to do. And when people need my help as a broker, as a sales team lead, like, I'm just going to know what to tell them and help them navigate through that. I've since come to realize that that's not true, that it's ever changing, and new laws and rules and surprises that happen. So I do believe that being adaptable may be one of our most important core values, as this life and this business will keep evolving and changing over time. Standing up for what's right. Growing up in small town rural America, there is a lot of things that have just always been this way. And a lot of times you're expected to just follow the program and go along with what's always been, just do what you're supposed to do. But I find that to be challenging, because that's not always the right thing. And when someone hires you to sell their a century farm or a family farm that's been in their family forever, maybe their biggest asset that they have, could even be their home that they've worked their whole life to pay off. Like, it's important to take that client's needs and wants and desires and stand up for them, do the right thing no matter what. Sometimes it doesn't make you a public hero, or sometimes it puts you in a bad spot where you don't have a ton of support from other people, but it doesn't matter. Like, if it's the right thing to do, then you have to be willing to do that. Even if that means you got to stand alone, if it's right, then that's what we'll do. Your work ethic is something you see, with our specialty being rural properties, small homes in the country and farms, you get this farmer type mentality or work ethic that comes to be natural. it's just expected. There's so much to do. It's not like you have an 8 to 5 and then you go home and take a break and relax. Like we have a farmer rancher type mentality with our work ethic that there's no limit to how long we'll work in a day or how many hours we'll work in a week. Like sometimes you got to be there early, sometimes you have to stay late. But having the work ethic and drive to stay in that mode as long as it takes is something we're willing to do. And it's something that you have to have in you, almost born and raised, in order to make it on our team. It's just a little bit, it's a level up from what your competition's doing. You got to be willing to take yourself there. The last core value, and probably the most important one, is living the lifestyle. And it's it's everything. This isn't something that you're going to teach yourself. It's not a quick start class we're going to give you. It's not a you can't buy it. It's not out there. It's not for sale. It's who you are. It's where you come from. So the things you love doing are everything. You don't have to be a deer hunter. You don't have to be a duck hunter, a turkey. You don't even have to hunt at all. But you got to have this outdoor lifestyle in you. It could be anywhere from catching a fish to hiking a trail, helping your grandmother in the garden, the kids gathering eggs, whatever it is that gets you outside. Living that lifestyle is a big part of what it's going to take to fit in on our team, and it's a big way that we relate to our customers. So living the lifestyle is a must. So whether you're looking to join our real estate team or buy or sell real estate with us, our core values are something you can come to expect.